Now? Not able to see. Hello, good afternoon. Thank you. Now? For this audio is not coming. Good afternoon, everyone. In few minutes, we will start the program. We request all the participants to kindly mute your devices, please. Thank you. So may we know whether the resource person has joined? Shri Lakshman ji, have you joined, please?
I think Lakshman ji was not joined so far. Okay.
Yes, sir. I will call him, sir. In 1 minute.
You just call him. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Arun Garu. Good evening, good afternoon, good afternoon.
Sir Lakshman ji. Namaste Lakshman ji.
Sir, namaste. Namaste, sir. Good afternoon, sir. So, కొత్త క్యాంపస్ అంతా కనపడుతుంది సార్.
Hello, good afternoon.
Arun, Lakshman ji joined.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, joined. Sir, if you kindly permit, we can start the program.
You please start the program.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Lakshman ji, start చేయమన్నదా program?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure to propose the welcome address on the 9th session of the series of webinars being organized by our institute, NIT Andhra Pradesh, to make people aware of the National Education Policy 2020. On behalf of the organizers of the program, I welcome our Honorable Director, Professor C.S.P. Rao sir, for this program. I welcome our respected Registrar in Charge, Dr. Dinesh P. Shankar Reddy sir, for the event. I consider it as a fortune to welcome the chief guest of today's webinar, Shri G. Lakshman ji, All India Joint Organization Secretary, ABVP, for sparing his valuable time amidst his busy schedule. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I welcome the fellow coordinator of today's program, Dr. G.B. Viresh Kumar, Associate Dean Student Affairs, who has meticulously planned the organization of the event. I welcome the deans, heads of various departments, associate deans, and the members of faculty and staff of our institute. We are glad to welcome our research scholars, postgraduate students, and undergraduate students, and all other participants from the public for the program. With these few words, I now request our in-charge registrar, Dr. Dinesh P. Shankar Reddy sir, to kindly share an overview of our institute. Thank you. Sir, please. May I request our registrar sir to kindly share an overview of our institute.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Arun.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Respected Director, NIT Andhra Pradesh, Professor C.S.P. Rao. Today's distinguished speaker, Shri Lakshman ji.
in the program.
Shri Lakshman ji, 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 Shri Laksh Shri Lakshman ji, who is always a constant supporter of NIT Andhra Pradesh. Shri Lakshman ji has already visited NIT Andhra Pradesh during the previous year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Continue.
Yeah. So for the benefit of the new participants as well as for the today's distinguished speaker, very quickly I'll be introducing about NIT Andhra Pradesh. NIT Andhra Pradesh was started in the year 2015 with an intake of 480 undergraduate students in 8 disciplines of engineering. So until 2019, NIT Andhra Pradesh was being operated in 2 transitory campuses. Along with that, the students were positioned in 7 to 8 hostels, which are spread across Tadepalligudem, in and around Tadepalligudem. So in the year 2018, Professor CSP Rao took over as charge as the founder director, and immediately with his distinct vision, he was able to rope in Central Public Works Department. Also, with their support, BG Shirke was awarded a contract for the construction of the campus. So in a record span of 10 months time, NIT Andhra Pradesh have secured 50,000 square meters of area, which included 1 academic complex, 1 laboratory complex, 3 workshops, a boys hostel, girls hostel, faculty quarters, staff quarters, a guest house, and sports arena. Very recently, Honorable Union Minister of Education, Dr. Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank ji has inaugurated and dedicated NIT Andhra Pradesh campus to the nation. So indeed, the securing this 50,000 square meters of area has indeed brought special attention to NIT Andhra Pradesh and the work done by the Professor CSP Rao throughout the nation. Now many NITs are looking at NIT Andhra Pradesh the way it is progressing. Also, during the last 2 years, NIT Andhra Pradesh had faculty recruitment twice and non-teaching recruitment once. With that, we have 47 regular faculty on rolls and 67 non-teaching staff on rolls. Along with them, we have 70 ad hoc faculty and nearly 200 outsourcing staff to support day-to-day activities. The faculty of NIT Andhra Pradesh were very active, and they were instrumental in getting 19 funded research projects worth of 45 million rupees. And NIT Andhra Pradesh has signed 11 MOUs, majorly one with IIT Kanpur on Clean Ganga, 2 with NIT Surathkal, one is on virtual laboratories, the other one is with collaborated research with ISRO, and also with a few private organizations. Faculty are also active in publishing their research. Till date, during the past 2 years, we have 96 publications in essay index journals. NIT Andhra Pradesh has already got its name and it's ranked in top 10 of NITs, wherein for the first batch of students, we have provided 70 to 80% of the placements with an annual CPC of 6.5 lakhs. And for the next 2 batches also, the placements are in very good figures. There is a slightly downtrend because of the COVID virus, but still we could able to provide 60 to 70% of the placements to its students. For the next 5 years, NIT Andhra Pradesh is looking to have state-of-the-art infrastructure in the laboratories. Also, we want to have a few centers of excellences. With the without the effect of COVID, NIT Andhra Pradesh should have already secured another 50,000 square meters of area, wherein total area of construction was around 1 lakh square meters. So with this, NIT Andhra Pradesh is making rapid progress in all-round development. And now I welcome Shri Lakshman ji, and also on behalf of NIT Andhra Pradesh, I thank him for conceding our request to be the distinguished speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing an overview of our institute. Thank you. Now, my privilege to introduce our director, NIT Andhra Pradesh, to the audience. So, Professor CSP Rao has assumed charge as the founder director of NIT Andhra Pradesh on 22nd March 2018. He has graduated in mechanical engineering from JNTU College of Engineering, Kakinada in the year 1985. Professor C.S.P. Rao had underwent his post-graduation in production engineering and PhD from National Institute of Technology, Warangal. He has served as a scientist in the prestigious Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, before joining as a faculty member in NIT Warangal. Professor C.S.P. Rao has more than 30 years of teaching and research experience. He was instrumental in initiating 2 MTech programs on computer integrated management and additive manufacturing. He has authored more than 10 textbooks on CAD/CAM production technology, robotics, soft computing, etc. Professor C.S.P. Rao has a commendable research experience. He has guided 30 PhD research scholars, and at present 9 PhD scholars are pursuing their doctoral programs under his able guidance. He has published more than 250 technical papers in international journals and conferences. He has guided about 150 MTech students projects and executed research and development projects from funding agencies to the tune of 4.25 crores. He has received the prestigious Engineer of the Year Award, Scientist of the Year Award in the year 2008 from the undivided state of Andhra Pradesh. Professor C.S.P. Rao has vast administrative experience at NIT Warangal, where he served as the head of School of Management, registrar, head of Mechanical Engineering Department, head of Center for Automation and Instrumentation, NBA coordinator for the Department of Mechanical Engineering, and has also served as the Vice President of All India Federation of NIT Teachers. Ever since his assumption of charge as the Director of NIT Andhra Pradesh, he has made his remarkable contribution in the development of the institute. As previously mentioned by our registrar in charge, our director, being a man who turns all challenges into potential opportunities, and with his strong will, perseverance, and notable contributions, NIT Andhra Pradesh will not only remember Professor C.S.P. Rao as its first director, but also its architect in the years to come. With these brief words about our Honorable Director, may I now invite Professor C.S.P. Rao to kindly introduce the chief guest of today's function to the audience. Thank you.
Thank you, Arun.
Thank you, sir.
It is always embarrassing for me to when you read out my biodata for every function like this. It is somewhat,
Outsiders also, sir. Outsiders are also.
See, Gunta Lakshmanji,
Namaste, sir.
All India, Pranam, sir. All India
Namaste, sir. Namaste.
ABVP, Registrar of NIT Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Dinesh Reddy, coordinators Arun Kumar and Viresh Kumar, Dr. Viresh Kumar, the colleagues of NIT Andhra Pradesh, teachers, non-teaching and ad hoc faculty members, and other invitees from other universities, other teachers from other universities, other students and our own students of MTech and PhD, and all other who joined this webinar online. Good afternoon to all of you. I'm very much happy to introduce a person like Gunta Lakshmanji. I don't know many things, but I can say, if the personified patriotism is there, that is Gunta Lakshmanji. Is a very humble human being, but full of patriotism. His body from cell to cell, the love for the country, love for the students, love for the university education. I have seen him, I personally met him several times, and I noted that. And he sacrificed all his personal things for the cause of students, education, and the development of the nation. Such is Gunta Lakshmanji. You cannot find such kind of gems now in India. He is a friend of a school boy. He is a friend of a college student. He is friend of all the MLAs. He is friend of the most of the ministers. His friendship range is very, very wide. ABVP at a different levels. He started working from Karikatta to various capacities in ABVP. And today he has for Andhra Pradesh State Secretary, Organizing Secretary, South India Organizing Secretary, and also National Secretary of ABVP. He has done different portfolios in the ABVP organization. After completion of his law, he dedicated himself for the betterment of education field. He normally visits all universities. Whenever he comes to a place, last year he came to NIT Andhra Pradesh on my request because he is so busy that it is very difficult to get him. And finally, I could get him the last year. And based upon his date only, the first year function was also fixed. Induction program was first year fixed, and he attended. And he laid the foundation stone for the library building, as well as attended induction program for the students. Because he extensively do touring of all the universities. Last time also, he went to Nannaya University and Agricultural University, several universities. Whenever he visits a place, nearby universities, he visits. He discussed with the students their problems and seek the solutions from the administration. Many directors are known to him. Many principals are known to him. So he is such a wide range person with all of contact, full of contact. He has extensively toured different university campus, including IITs, NITs. He also toured in 2018 USA and visited many prominent universities in USA and studied their education system. All these years, he had interacted with different faculty, student, and keen study on national education policy. He had given a lot of lectures on national education policy. I have been after him for the last 45 days, and to get his time, finally, he has given me today to hold this webinar. I told you, the Lakshman ji is known to everybody. Like, for example, yesterday newly elected MLA Raghurandan is there, from Telangana. He is known to him. Similarly, our Prime Minister Modi ji is known to him. You can just imagine, I'm just, telling these things for you to imagine a person who is in front of us, who is available on this line to talk about the national education policy. Lakshman ji, I'm very much happy to have your meeting as to have your friendship, and I became very close to you, and it's my fortunate thing that has happened in my life. And I've been watching all your movements, sir, and I'm very, very happy that you have given vast number of lectures on national education policy, and we are today very fortunate to have you to listen to you about national education policy. I thank you once again for your time to speak to all of our colleagues and friends in this webinar. With this, I welcome Lakshman ji to give his talk on National Education Policy 2020. Thank you, sir.
Sir, thank you so much, sir. As you said, I am also a little bit embarrassing myself. In front of me, you are saying many things. Generally, to a person, it is like a praising seems to be, but it is a kind of embarrassing. All these years, because of extensive tour in the field of education and of dedicated work, I came across the many such people as Honorable Director Sir said. So I used to meet the people and interacting with the people because for the last 3 decades, I have dedicated myself to work in the field of education and participated in so many activities, movements, and given so many lectures and interacted with so many people. So I know CSP Rao sir from Warangal on itself. Now he's very kind enough and is a person who is having a vision. And last time when I visited Tadapalli-Gudem campus, really it's a wonderful activity, the way the works that has undertaken and the speed of the work. And while discussing with him, he said, what is the future activities and what is the vision for the university? Really, the NIT Andhra Pradesh is a fortunate being, having such a dynamic director. Really, as Sir said, I had an opportunity to be with him personally for different timings. So thank you, sir. For first of all, I want to thanks to the Honorable Director and the all other faculty members for giving me this opportunity. Though I am interacting with so many people, many faculties and different this thing, but exclusively NIT Andhra Pradesh today, I had this opportunity because you have given this opportunity for that. Really, I am very much thankful to each and everyone, especially Honorable Director CSP Rao sir. Thank you so much. So for the coming few minutes, I will try to share my views on the present national education policy because it has been approved and is by the cabinet, the central cabinet, and so many discussions, deliberations has been already done. And as I came to know, series of webinars are being organized on this particular point, national education policy. So I hope the participants may have gone through the draft and they have gone through the so many other aspects of the national education policy. So, okay, in the given time, I will not go through into the details what are the points are there and what has been explained in the draft. Everybody, it is available, it is public, everybody can go through it. Already many series of webinars has been happened, many things everyone come to know. So, but today I have given a topic, the uniqueness of this NEP and other features of the NEP. So I would like to draw attention upon a few things which is very much relevant on today's time. So before that, I am thankful to all others organizers for organizing this program. And once again, I am thankful to our director. So national education policy, as you are aware of that, after a long time, this policy has been introduced in the cabinet. 86, I hope, the last 34 years, the same policy was in the existing. And in between some National Knowledge Commission, and they have given some suggestions in the field of education. But as a policy, after a long time, this new national education policy has been come. And there is a lot of developments in these years. What has been what has been there in the previous education policy, and after that there was a lot of changes in the entire globe, and in the field of education, paradigm shift is there, and institutions dynamics has been changed, and the students' mindset, I can't say mindset, the aggressiveness, I can say, intelligent aggressiveness has been changed. You see, the present day student, maybe he will in the school studies, how sharp he is and how dynamic he is. And global level, there is a lot of changes. Technological changes are there. Fifth generation, whatever you need, a lot of changes are there. So at this time, actually, long back it has to be come out, but finally this draft has been come, and the salient features of this policy, really, I wholeheartedly am welcoming this. Don't know how many of you agree with me or not. How many of you gone through into details of this draft? I don't know, but really, because as I am working in the field of education for the last 3 decades, when I have joined in the organization, and naturally, when we are discussing what should be the demands, what kind of changes has to be needed in the field of education, while we were discussing many things, we were discussing for a long time. But first time, whatever the demands that we are demanding or we are discussing about has been addressed in this national education policy. It may be the financing part, or it may be the curriculum part, or it may be the addressing the roots of our country, or many such things were being addressed in this. Autonomy in the field of education, and what kind of syllabus. No, many things were there. And all these years, whatever we are demanding, everything was addressed in this policy. I can say that is the uniqueness of this education policy. And if I say in 2 words, this is a student-centric education policy. And number 2, Bharatiya-centric, Bharatiya-kendrit, Indian-centric education, I can say. If you go through into the details of the policy, you can find out all these things. How it is Indian-centric and how it is student-centric. Definitely, you can find out what is the significant features of this policy. First of all, I would like to say about the policy. There are so many things. If I want to address all the points, it will take so many hours, I can say. But few things, because you are all in the field of technical education, that means the higher education. So related to higher education, I will focus more on that. In this policy, school education was also given emphasis, and then higher education, then research education, and administration and teacher education. Like that, many things were addressed in this policy. So when it comes to the school education, all these years we are following this 10+2 system. But this policy changed the entire scenario. The policy emphasized on the foundation literacy, no rigidity, separation between academic streams and extracurricular and vocational streams in the school. They said that early childhood care education, ECCE, is one salient feature of this. Instead of 10+2, they suggested 5+3+3+4 classes. So even they mentioned the age group. 5 years between 3 to 8 age group, and then 8 to 11, 11 to 14, and 14 to 18. So these are the age groups, and these are the classes. And very clearly said, why they made this division means each age group, they need a separate kind of teaching methodology. Today, any school and the publicity that you are getting, yes, IIT Foundation. From LKG onwards, they are preferring this IIT Foundation. How far it is correct? A child brain will grow a particular period. The scientific methodology and the doctor says that actually brain growth time is the childhood ages. So those days, what kind of education it has to be given? and the methodology. So it was very clearly discussed in this. I am not going into the details, but definitely I can say it is a salient feature and it is a uniqueness, and which is, as I said, is Indian centric. We believe that in our country and in our Bharatiya philosophy, the child growth, how it should be, and how we have to learning, teaching, practice. So it is very clearly mentioned, and those things were considered in this policy. Mother tongue also discussed in this. Today, very unfortunate, the governments, I don't know what influence that were in completely no mother tongue, only English languages, and they are doing some logics and strategic these that no, only English medium should be the medium of language, and it is only going to benefit the students, which is a wrong concept. So it is if a language policy, if you go into the details, so it is not at all correct. So the policy suggests that at least up to 5th class, the mother tongue should be in mother tongue. It should be they should be taught, or else up to 8th class is preferable, but at least up to 5th class. And 3 languages policy they prescribed. So that is one important aspect. And as I said, this academic stream, extracurricular and vocational, these should not be separate one. It should be part of the, it should be given the top priority, equal priority. So that was also mentioned. And the school complex was also mentioned in that, because we know in our country, a lot of private schools are there, which are run by government, but lack of infrastructure, lack of other guidance, they are not doing up to level. So the school complex, for the 2025 school, this is a school complex, and how it should be, library, infrastructure, and internet, this thing, and training program. Many things were discussed in this. So this school education was given more emphasis and specially discussed. And this is one important aspect of the policy. And when it comes to the higher education, as I said, the Indian-centric education. Now in our country, there are more than 40,000 education institutions are there, higher education. I'm talking about the graduation colleges and post-graduation colleges. So out of this, many are very few, more than some 10% institutions are there with a colorful number. That means 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, including I'm talking about the private universities also. There are many universities, more than 40% educational institutions, which are having very less number. You can't find out the educational academic atmosphere in those campuses. So the committee suggesting, the policy suggested that the reducing the size of the number of these institutions, and these institutions, multidisciplinary institutions, and it should be competent with all other national institutions, and not only single stream should not be there, and multidisciplinary courses will be taught there. And the committee is suggesting that minimum 3,000 to 5,000 students must be there in a campus, so that that campus having an educational atmosphere, and a lot of courses has been taught there, and the government or others, they can focus on the development of that institution, and it will gives a lot of encouragement to the student community, and even for the faculty also, because we know, because faculty are here, how you can find out a good atmosphere. So the campus should be colorful. That means, this many things are there. I'm not going through details. So they are suggested such kind of campuses, and no single disciplinary institutions should not be there, and multidisciplinary, and same time multi-entry, lateral entry. These are the things were discussed in that. Instead of 3 years, 3 years also be there, and 4 years degree course also they introduced. And 4 years course means one is certificate course, and second is the diploma course. If he completes the second year, he will be given a diploma certificate, and third year he will complete graduation, and fourth year if he completes, he will be given research graduate, like that. So a student, those who wants to quit after 1 year of his study, he can go, he will get a certificate. 2 years also, after 2 years, he can go, he will be given certificate, 3 years, 4 years. So this pattern really, it is a very salient feature, and it will definitely stop the dropouts, because in our country, education scenario, if you look at that, dropouts are very high at college level, school level. Many school level nowadays it was reduced, but when it comes to the college level, lot of dropouts are there. At same time, because of family problems and other problems, the students are unable to get their employment, or if they want some employment generated activity, and there is a flexibility. He can go anytime and he can join anytime, and there will be credentials, and credential bank will be there. Accordingly, he will be awarded his final degree, and further course, if he want to join any course, he can join. And also there is a feature is there that now science students cannot opt to arts, or commerce cannot science. Now these barriers also, the policy is suggesting that there should not be no restrictions. If a science graduate, he wants to have to study commerce subject also, he can opt the commerce subject also. A mathematics student, he wants to know the history subject also, he can opt to history subject also. That kind of flexibility in the courses, and as I said, entry, exit, and 4-year courses, and many such flexibilities has been given in this. So that is very, it is going to benefit the majority of the students who are unable to get their financial. Many of you are from rural background, and one can know the real situation of our country youngsters due to his family problems, due to his other personal issues. They cannot continue their education continuously. So once you have given this kind of flexibility, definitely I can say it is going to be a very good beneficiary to the marginalized sections and other people of the society. So this is connected with higher education, and this committee suggesting there should not be MPhil. The outcome in further MPhil may not be there, and directly research people can go, and the special focus is given to the research also. One research foundation the policy is suggesting. Really, this research foundation, how necessary to our country. So everyone can experience that, and the importance of this research foundation, the very much essential, because many of you know, and I know personally, because I had extensively toured so many universities, so many institutions, except a few national institutions. I am telling you, except a few national institutions, the research work is very low standards. As I say, you may believe me or not, and as what I know that the entire research work of our country, it may be IITs, it may be NITs, it may be central universities, it may be other IIMs, all national institutions, the research, the quantity or the outcome of the research is not going to be the equal of the one international reputed any university, Stanford or this, that. So we have to look at that, because today we are entering into the 75th years of our independence. Still, why we are lacking in many areas? Here exactly it comes because of lacking. There is no financial crisis is there. There is not no allocation is not properly there. And same time, the faculty, I'm sorry to say that the research how it should be and what kind of guidance has to be given to the students from the mentor, that means the faculty members. There is no, I can say, that focus is not there or financial constraints may be there. I can't say exactly this is the reason, but there are many reasons. I can't say this is only the reason. Because I know many state universities, it's very hopeless, I can say. So this research foundation is suggested, and lot of budget is going to be allocated to this research foundation, and it is going to have a coordination with the national level. There are research institutions. It may be IISc Bangalore, or it may be DRDO, it may be any other national level. There are so many research organizations are there in our country. There is no coordination to the institutions, to that national research centers. So the coordination part also, this research foundation will take care, and that is going to benefit a lot in the field of research. So if you know, in our country, there is no problem with the student capacities. Potential youngsters are there. Okay, I'm not talking about the previous years, what happened. But today, if you find out the selection of a scholar and the fellowships, and then the guide, mentor, and proper educational atmosphere, if these three are there, and definitely I can say I have experience with other countries, universities, and what kind of research methodology is there. There's a lot of difference. So we have to learn many things. Here in our country, the research methodology that is not really going to give innovative thoughts to our students, and to find out the new innovatives. Maybe in the chemistry, maybe in the physics, maybe in the engineering, whatever the field it may be, really we are unable to reach the core area of the research. The core area of the research is something different. You are all well known about all those things. So to reach out that, to ignite the minds of the research scholars, and to give them the proper guidance, actually it is not happening. And the people of our country, when they are going for masters to other countries and for the research, when I went to Stanford University, and I interacted with the people, the research scholars of our country, but they are very simply saying, why you came all the way here to here? They are saying, so the research methodology, and we are unable to cope up with the Indian system. Here, okay, we are spending money, but definitely in proportionate to that, as early as possible, we are going to get a very good hopes and scope for our future earnings, whatever it may be. But they are very much satisfied with the research methodology, and up to the research, definitely they are doing well, and they were adopted in the various areas of which country these people are working. So that is the difference. So this research foundation, I hope, is going to address the issues, whatever today we are facing. And another important feature about this national education policy, the apex bodies or the infrastructure, whatever the present system is there, there is a suggestion from the committee, from the policy, instead of today, the UGC, AICT, these, that, so many organizations are there. So now this policy suggesting Higher Education Commission of India. It's CECI. That means this commission will work independently, and there will be autonomy, and it will look into the entire educational infrastructure and all other related to the education. This is what suggested. And the infrastructure, who should be the chair and who will be the members, there is a lot of other things are there. Under this, they have suggested further 4 other organizations, that is National Higher Education Regulation Council, NHERC, for the regulation of the education, and General Education Council, GEC for standard settings, Higher Education Grants Council, HCGC for funding, and then National Accreditation Council, NAP, for accreditation. These are the 4 organizations. Now, there are multiple apex bodies are there. In the coming days, these multiple apex bodies are going to close down. The commission suggesting Higher Education Commission of India, which is chaired by the Honorable Prime Minister, and then so many educationalists and professors, academicians will be the part of this. And then, as I said, these 4 organizations. So that there will be a coordination and there should not be any confusions. And when the governments are changing, now whatever, when the governments are changes, so many things will happen. Once this commission is established, like Election Commission, like other commissions, it is having its independent status and constitutional status. This Higher Education Commission of India will deal with all the regulatory and other activities of the education. With this, they can have an independent outlook, vision, and they can interact with international organizations and other countries, and what can be benefit to our country. They can take their own decisions. Now, everything is dependent on the government's hands. If once this academicians, if this Higher Education Commission of India will be established, definitely it is going to benefit the country a lot. So it is going to bring change in the entire education scenario. Like that, as for teacher education also, now the standards, mentors of this, the mentors are very important component in the field of education. So there was suggestion, separate activity has been suggested by the training of the faculty and updation, and many other things were mentioned in that. And as I said, this languages and liberal arts is a subject, and it will be encouraged in each district. This kind of liberal education will be encouraged, and national level, each district, and few things are in the state level. Everything will be set up. Even, as I said, apex bodies also, whatever this commission is there, and it has bodies in the state level, and there's a coordination between them, and everything has been taken care by the commission. So these are features, and many things are there. If I find out continuously, I can say many things. But now the uniqueness of and how we have to look into this policy, and what is our priorities and what is our responsibilities at this juncture, I would like to say a few things. Everyone, if you will look into the past of our country, I am telling you, our country, if you look into some 200 years back or 300 years back, and you go to 1,000 years back, you go, what is the history of our country? If you look into the history of the world, and what is the greatness of our country? Yes, here it is not the time, but I am not going into the details, but our country is a unique country. We have a unique culture. We have knowledgeable society. Unfortunately, about our country, it has been said that the country, people of innocence don't know how to wear the clothes, don't know how to cook the food. They are living in the forest. These are the narratives all these years we are studying. Very, very, very unfortunate. If you look into the past of our country, and we should feel proud about it. You have heard about Nalanda, Takshashila, Vikramashila, Magadashila like universities, where thousands of students across the globe used to come to our country, our institutions. Even you can go and say today in Nalanda, somebody yesterday telling, sir, you please visit Bihar. You can, I can show you the library and the structures of Nalanda University. Once, in my earlier days, even I also, whenever people are talking about this past glory, I said, okay, these are all the past, maybe or may not be. But after this extensive study, extensive tour, with proofs. I believe that, and you, many of you also believes that the greatness of our country, our past history, the history, it may be in the field of not only one particular subject, education, not only education, it may be in the engineering, it may be in the science, it may be in the mathematics, it may be in the botany, it may be whatever the subject. Today, whatever innovative subjects, courses are there, and I'm very surprising to see that everything was there in our ancient the universities. In Nalanda University, there were 64 courses they have been taught. Everything is there. Today, the beautician course is there. Those days, if you want to run a real beautician course, you can go there, and hotel management or what not. Everything was there. Every course is there. And everybody, the people got an opportunity. Not only our country people, everyone used to come to our country to learn the many things. And in engineering, I don't know how many of you are very keen about the technological greatnesses of our country. If you if you go deeper south, I don't know how many visited Tanjavur, Brihadishwara Alaya, you can see, and Padmanabha temple at Thiruvananthapuram, Tiruchi, Madurai, Palani. From there, from Tirupati, you come like this, you can see very big architectural structures in a temple. It is not a simple temple. It is really a technically your lifetime is not enough to study what technology they were using in this. I'm not joking. If really anybody wants to learn things about this technique, the civil engineer, or it may be a mechanical, whoever he may be, what kind of technology, today you have everything. The technological advancement, this artificial intelligence is there and robotics is there. That so many advancements are there. Those days, nothing is there. The structure, the Moola Virat of Padmanabha Swami temple was brought from Nepal, from there to here. Unbelievable. Even you cannot imagine how it came there, how it's sculptured and how it was erected there. Brihadishwara Alaya temple, and it was in a single pillar. The 113 feet height, one single pillar it is. It was made with one single stone. And from where they brought that stone and where they carved and how it has been erected and technologically how sound it is, everything is miracle. So why I am saying all these things is, we have an ancient country. We have the treasury of knowledge. It may be Veda, Upanishad. I can we can discuss with some other time. So there are many things are there which we can feel proud about it. From Delhi to Kerala or entire the country, you can see a lot of technological developments. At same time, our country, Indian knowledge system. Now the AICTE is focusing on this Indian knowledge system. They are in search of the people, those who are really working in this area. I know one doctor in Kerala, he used to travel to deep tribal areas, and when I asked him, sir, why you are going there? He says, Lakshman ji, you want some medicinal value. There are so many plants, and the medicinal value, if you want to know, the local tribal is the authentic personality. He know many things than us. He says he's a very senior most professor there. And in each state, if you go to the villages, you can find many such technological developments in our country. Even today also, you cannot find the value of that, and even you can adopt it and you can work on that. Many such important. So in this policy, it was given emphasis on this Indian knowledge system. And as I said, Indian roots, it was mentioned in this. So this is No, India is in such a rich heritage we have, rich culture we have, technological this thing, and many, Charaka Samhita. You can go to Ayurveda today. Ayurveda, it is the world's, the best Indian medicine system. Siddha, Yoga, Unani, there are Indian medicine systems are there. These are neglected. Because of that, many don't know that the greatness of that. Really, today, if you want, it is in the health field, it will become a mafia. For the rural people or marginal sections, really, if you want, they benefited with the health issues, not only for them, no, everyone. So how the Ayurveda, how the yoga, and many other such things. Today we have contributed to the country, and who contributed the zero to this country, to the globe, this India. So Bhaskaracharya or many such our Indian, I cannot say something else. They are the scientists. We have to learn their personal lives and how they dedicated. What is the research? If you want to really know how to do the research, how you have to dedicate yourself to bring out something innovative, how you have to dedicate yourself, you have to learn from our ancient this thing. So this is, we have to learn. And somebody says, "Oh, sir, you are talking about the past." No, today, if you look into the present, the developments in our country and how we are dominating in the field of technology, or how we are separate from others, you can see. You see, once Jawaharlal Nehru says that the Indian people, they are used, they live with the snakes, they play with the snakes, like that. Today, you can say the Indian youth, they are playing with mouse. Today, if you want to say about our youngster, because software, now it is controlled, I can say, the global level, international organizations, many organizations, CEOs are from Indian, and they are the further, so many, I tell you, more than 45 international organizations, the Indians are leading CEOs, like Satya Nadella, Sundaram Pichai, like that. Many such organizations they are looking for, because Indian, they were proved. Like that, demographical capital, the potentiality, what I want to say. So in our country is a big country, and youngsters are here. No other country is having such a bright future in the human capital. So we are there. And economical capital, no other country cannot compete with our country in the field of economics. Today, okay, there may be plus or minus because of some issues. But if you go into the 200-300 years back, how we were the champions and how we make business with other countries and what is our economical status, definitely it is surprising things, and we can feel proud about that. And the social capital, I can say, in our country, the majority, more than 80% parents, they are living with our the children, but whereas in other countries, the budget for this social activity, or you can say this is the more than what you can think about it. So this is Indian citizens, now they spread across the world. They are doing wonderful jobs. Wherever they are there, they have been praised by the locals. Taxpayers, for example, I will say, no other country people, you cannot compete with that. We have that integrity, we have that recognition about Indians. So we are very well accommodated wherever we are going, and not only software, it may be doctors, it may be engineers, it may be anything. So we are very much doing well there also. So, the ISRO, the recently, 10 satellites has been launched. How the ISRO is doing wonders in the field of space research. This is greatness of our country. And now we are in the period of Corona. How the India faced with the Corona, really it is an amazing. And we don't know what is this PPT kit and ventilators. Very few we have. First, immediately when this issue arises, we are in a question mark. But today, we are able to supply to the rest of the world. It may be masks, it may be sanitizers, it may be ventilators, it may be hospitals. One hospital was built by the China and it was had a lot of exposure or publicity in the viral. It was viral. But DRDO people, our people, they made it more than the China hospital. The bigger than that, our people done that. And so many the innovative projects, startup projects, and people are now they are coming forward for the research activity. Many such positive things that are being happening, and without not much support. If this education policy implemented in true spirit, I am telling you, this education policy implemented in true spirit, definitely we can see our country will reach into new heights as early as possible. In all aspects, now the present government is doing wonders. The decision making, how fast it is a decisive government. When we look in towards Pakistan, so our people, the government are people, we are something we feel. But today, Pakistan is nothing. Today, we are able to question or we are able to challenge the China. So that level, that what we have. And each individual of our country, each one having a lot of potentiality, and we have to find out it, we have to explore this, and we have to further many things if you want to do. So this education policy is going to help. Definitely I am help. It is going to help. Here I am requesting all of you. Now the government is very serious about the implementation part also. The government has constituted 9 committees. There were committee chairmen, and each chairman, again, they have some other committees. They have started their working on higher education, on pedagogy, on multiple disciplines, on the research foundation. For each topic, they have constituted 9 committees, and they are told to submit their reports by 17th of this month. If I am not wrong, sir, also anybody else, by 17th, I'm telling you, everything is available. And if you want, I can share. If anybody wants, I'm not. If anybody wants, I'm saying, I request all of you. You do work on this. You go into the detail and you bring out something. Yes, at implementation part, it is not that much easy. And few generations, I can't say. No, it has to be happened. Then everything is settled, I think, to change the mindset. So for that, it is only the government has done this, and government has to. Who is the government? The members, many of committee members, they are like you people only. So directors or the faculty members, those who are extensive knowledge on particular things, they are all part of this implementation. Everybody should come forward voluntarily. When I'm talking to somebody, Lakshman, so a committee was constituted and we are informing them and we are asking them to submit their report. No, people are not that much fast. They are asking, sir, extend the time. No, it is really not our culture. No, we should be very dynamic, and we should think in a different way. We should think in innovative, and it is a responsibility of each individual. So today I am requesting those who are attending this and those who are hearing me, I am requesting each and every one to be part of this implementation, this thing. Now, Dr. Kasturi Rangan, M.K. Sridharji, and other Kettimani sir, and many members I know, the 4.5 years they worked on this, and finally they submitted this, and the government is also very serious to implement on this. And as I said, for the quality education, you need the financial assistance. They doubled the government. Earlier it was 6%. We demanded, from the beginning we are demanding 6% of GDP. Today they are implementing. So in the budget it comes to the 10% of the budget. Yes, they are allocating. So there is no financial issues. and all kind of changes that are needed. It was suggested, and theoretically and other parts, everything was addressed in this new education policy. Now it is the responsibility of all to be part of this great yagna, I can say. So then only it is possible, because our country is a diversified country, and we have a lot of dynamics, and everything look towards politics. In a few states, we are not going to implement this, we are not going to implement that. There are always the blind opposition will be there. I have been talked to many people, those who are opposing this. Whenever I talk to them, sir, so it is necessity, sir. We have to oppose this. But I have seen the best policy so far. So many people, all these years, those who are opposing the policies of the present government or this ideology, everybody, they are accepting this is the best policy so far has come. So everybody is appreciating this now. And one other thing also, if any suggestions you need, yes, no, this is not going to be work out. It is not applicable. It is not useful to our country's perspective. So then please come out with that also. The committee, even now they are ready to listen everything. The government is also ready to listen anything. And they are expecting much more suggestions from the stakeholders or from the academicians and from the different parts of the stakeholders. So this is I think I am crossing my time. I think cross the time limit. So many things can be discussed. No, just I tried to draw your attention towards what the new policy is suggesting and what is our responsibility. No, every level, many different kind of the meetings and interactions has been needed. It has been needed, and then only we can come to some conclusions, and it is very easy for implementation to the government and for others also. Definitely National Institute of Technology means everybody is having a lot of expectations, and the faculty members and honorable director or the scholars who are there, you can do something. So, and you take it on your shoulders as a responsibility. Yes, you feel proud once some suggestion has been accepted by the government of India from your NIT Andhra Pradesh. It should be a proud moment for each individual. So you people should work on that, and definitely, as I said, because of this vast experience, we had an access with all the members, though it may be the committee members, or though maybe the people who are those are sitting in the ministry, in the government, we have some access. So definitely anybody is having any kind of suggestions, and many people say, oh, I have many ideas, but who will listen to me? Who will carry this to the higher levels? So these kind of things will be there, and I'm sure I can do that much. I can definitely, whatever the suggestion that you people have, whatever something innovative, you can come out with the new proposal also. Definitely, I will see that it should reach to the proper place and it should be taken care. So many such things are there. This is a very big subject, and for any individual, we should feel that our country should progress and prosperity, and we should be one among the best, not one among the best. We should become again Vishwaguru. Why? Because Vishwaguru means it doesn't mean to conquer all others. We never did that. No, we, a country, unique country, we had that culture, that philosophy, and we are accommodated everyone. We accepted all the cultures. We accepted everything. So that is the beauty of this country. That is the greatness of this country, and we have to keep it up for the next generations also. If you want to keep it up for the next generations, definitely the present younger generation has to take the responsibility of carry forward the uniqueness of our country, that is our culture, and it is possible through this national education policy. I am sure this is possible through this policy. Why? Because all these years, all these things were neglected, set aside. Because of that, we were not, we were not that much progress. How much that we have to today, the other countries, those who got the independence at the same times, their progress is something else. But here, where we are, I don't say much about it. Today, now we have that potentiality. Human resources are there, natural resources are there, everything is there. And as Bhutan says that a happiness index, even we should also see that happiness index, how people are happy, how much they are. This should be the indication further. So then only the purpose of life will be served. So with this, I will stop here. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, sir, CSP Rao sir. And I thanks to each and everyone for your patience hearing, and thanks to the organization. Thank you one and all. Namaste.
Lakshmanji, can you just add 2-3 some words?
Please.
About the Atmanirbhar Bharat.
Yes, sir.
With our NEP. Atmanirbhar Bharat, just to throw some light, because a lot of people are waiting for your knowledgeable message on that.
So Atmanirbhar Bharat, sir, today in our country, all these years we were depend on another country for small things, where we can and where we don't need to depend on other countries. For example, cryogenic engine aspect, I'm telling you, in the ISRO, when the America has sanctioned and they said that the cryogenic engine should not be supplied to the technology to the country. And that day our people has taken it as a challenge, and our young scientists, they worked on it, and we were we produced it. We find out that technology. Today we are self-reliant in that. And recently the Defense Ministry or the ISRO, they said that more than 100 spare parts which are using in the defense, maybe many areas you need the spare parts. All these years we are getting it from outside. The government officially banned this. These parts cannot be purchased from the rest of the world. So now these 100 spare parts, they started producing now. Like that. And the startups which were given, and the present government is giving lot of support to the young entrepreneurs and those who are coming for startup courses. Many this incubation centers are there, and many other centers are there. Lot of recently I have visited the AICTE. AICTE planned in such a way many things they have kept available for the younger generation of our people. Really, those who wants to do something free of cost, many things are available now. Like that, in each and every field, once we are depending for everything on rest of the country, rest of the world. It may be wheats, it may be the rice, it may be the oil, it may be the small things. Today, we are self-reliant in many areas. So that is called as Atmanirbhar Bharat. In our country, digital revolution. Today, America elections were also held recent past to declare the results, how much time they have been taken. And here you see what is the democracy and what is the mechanism that we were developed. Like that, in this Corona period, nothing disturbance has been happened. Whatever the allocations the government decided to give. So with lockdown period, nobody is ready to go outside. But the beneficiary, the rural woman, the rural family, they got their benefits. It may be monetary benefits and many such benefits they got. So it is a kind of Atmanirbhar. Earlier, you don't have bank accounts. And people will say that something today, if you go and ask any rural area people, they feel that's something proud. If having a bank account, people laughed at when Prime Minister Modi ji, when he announced for opening of bank accounts, is it the responsibility, is it the work of the Prime Minister? But today you see the revolution, what kind of revolution that it had. Swachh Bharat. You can say, why, how it will be connected with the Atmanirbhar Bharat means, no? Yes, at every level, people should take the responsibility on their own, and it should not be only Swachh Bharat means it is not only cleaning of some roads or kept our house clean. It is ultimately cleaning up our minds. All these years, we were said that we don't know nothing. As I mentioned, our country, innocence is there and we don't know anything, no knowledge, everything. After independence only, everything we know. Only if Britishers will not come here, this is called a colonization. If British were not here, we don't know the technology. Britishers came here and they taught us everything. Now we have to come out of this, which is wrong. Whatever all these years we studied, it is wrong. So that is one major aspect coming out of that. And we should feel proud about our culture. And we should feel proud about our ancient history. And we should feel proud about our ancient technology. And everyone should feel that, yes, we can beat. What kind of developments that are happening from Rafales, from France, importing Rafales too. And Indian-made missiles, These are all the part of Atmanirbhar Bharat, I can say. I'm not going to explain it in the many aspects, but in many areas. And this artificial intelligence is there. Artificial intelligence can be utilized for the benefit of a farmer, and how it can be benefit to a rural area people, some fisherman community. Yes, it is there. If you really implement the technology in terms of the benefits of the poor people of this country, then this country can be called as Atmanirbhar Bharat. We can reach that. So each individual of this country, they should feel that, yes, I have a capability of doing many things and I have my past glory. I can achieve. Yes, I can become an entrepreneur. Really, I'm surprising the younger generation. Many younger people, they don't want to be a job holder. They want to become job givers, not job takers. So this is the significant change I am witnessing. I have a couple of examples, recent couple of people, those who finished their graduation and their campus placement and they are having some 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs package. They left it simply. I was surprised. No, why you left it? No, I don't want to do this kind of business and everything. Yes, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to do something else. So this kind of mindset and this kind of innovative thinking and thinking about the country and making Bharat strong. For that, what I can do, like that, many examples from village to the state capital. Everywhere, the country should become self-sufficient in all the areas. For that, you should have a kind of moral confidence and courage, guts. All these things are necessary and that is needed. So when you go through these areas, definitely you can become the Atmanirbhar Bharat. The infrastructure, how it was developed in our country, roads, rails and plane connectivity. There is a lot of change. I have visited America. Before visiting America, I saw that America is that. After coming back, when I'm comparing, we are nowhere. We are okay. We can march ahead with all the infrastructure that America had. Okay, definitely they are far ahead, but it is not take much time to us to reach that they progress. Whatever you are saying, we are progress on many more things. And the biotechnology departments and many of other Indian countries, they're working on the medicine for this COVID. No other country can say that we are marching ahead, but India, with all confidence, I'm sure it is not surprising thing. The first people that we can give the medicine to the world. Seems to be that kind of encouragement, that kind of things are been happening in our country. I know, our Prime Minister, if medicine comes, how it should be distributed at village level. These plans were made, everything, national level, state level, then district level, then before that, different structures, everything. India is going to be the first country, once this medicine comes, when this the country which can distribute this medicine to the last person. India is going to be though we have such a big number, the Prime Minister of India is having that vision, and many such things. The Gadkari, the minister, roads infrastructure he is taking care of. He is having how many innovative ideas, and with experience of the other countries, everything, why it can't be happen here. So this is also part of Atmanirbhar. And the very important thing is, like China is a country, they have a very good combination and coordination between the industry, institution and the government. So if a student from China, if he wants to go for studies, for his further studies somewhere, so it is as plan of their institution and government together will plan about that student, where he should go, what he should study, and when he should come back, and further what is his role in their own country. This kind of thing is there. But in our country, yes, each individual, yes, I have an eligibility and I got an opportunity. I'm going and I'm earning and I'm settling there and I'm sending money to my people. Just only earnings is only the ultimate aim. No, it should be taken care, and how I can contribute to my country, how I can do something which my country is not having. If I can contribute that to my country, yes, that has to be happen. And if that also been happen, and you can see a lot of change, and then on those list, Atmanirbhar Bharat, many points are there. So immediately sir said, and I shared my views. I think, okay, sir, I will stop it here, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Sir, pharmacy industry, we are number one. We are leading in the world, because ours is the only one country which has supplied HCQ tablets to the world.
Yes, sir.
And the Trump government has also warned, if we do not export the HCQ tablets, they will not further support us. So you see the ventilator capacity we have increased from 0 to 7 lakhs. And several PPE kits. Before COVID, 0. After COVID, we are able to supply to the world 1.5 lakhs kits per day.
Yes, sir.
That is our capacity is not known. It is extend. That has been brought out by Modi ji. Sir, I just would like to remind the days, in 1920, Mahatma Gandhi ji has called for, avoid foreign goods. Avoid foreign goods always. Similarly, now Modi ji is telling, avoid China apps and Chinese goods. That is a really good thing, sir. Otherwise, China is going to dominate the country, our country. It will take away all the profits that are being generated in our country. And such is a very, very good moment, which is a good initiative of the present government. I think if Modi ji continues for some more time, India will have a bright future, sir. Sir, one more thing I would like to inform you that we have appointed one professor for implementation of NEP in our institute. We are identifying the certificate programs, we are identifying the diploma programs, we are identifying the mix of programs, how best to design our academic culture from the next year onwards in order to implement NEP at NIT, sir. This is for your information. And I think I will tell my colleagues and all the students that you might have seen or listened to Lakshman ji, and by now you might know what is Lakshman ji. He is full of inspiration, is full of patriotism. Such a person I have not met so far, and I am very much blessed to have his friendship. And I thank you all, my dear participants in this webinar. Okay, I request Arun to propose thing, and also
Sir.
I ask Arun to take care.
Yes, sir. Sir, thank you, sir. Thanks to Shri Lakshman ji.
Sir,
You spoke on the overall perspectives of NEP 2020 and how the implementation of the policy shall help the future generation. You have quoted the extraordinary architecture skills of Indians with examples from the past. As mentioned by our Honorable Director, your words came spontaneously when Sir asked about Atmanirbhar Bharat. You spoke more than 10 minutes on the salient features, which demonstrates your ability for delivering lectures spontaneously. We could see a teacher in you, sir. Thank you. And thanks for your vibrant and energetic lecture today. There are just one or two observations. I won't say questions. There are two observations from the audience. If you permit, I will ask maybe only one or two, please.
Sure, sir. For further few minutes, for me, it's okay, but I don't know how time will permit.
Just two observations, sir.
Please.
Our faculty colleague, Dr. Rajshekhar, has this observation. Sir, in your opinion, the new India-centric education policy will help reducing the number of young Indian students migrating to abroad for pursuing higher education. So, can you tell one or two points on that, sir? So, will it stop students from moving abroad for quality education?
Definitely, sir. Definitely, sir. Today, no, it is a fact, sir. When you discuss with many people why they are living and why they are not pursuing their further education here, the only reason he is here, they are not getting that kind of education and academic atmosphere and the innovative things they are not able to find out here. That is true. Definitely, if this policy will be implemented in the true spirit, definitely it is going to reduce the number.
Thank you,
which
sir.
they are going to abroad. Definitely. I'm sure.
Thanks for your motivation, sir. Only one more observation, sir, from Dr. Ravi Kumar, who is a postdoctoral fellow in University of Oslo, Norway, who is watching through YouTube, has sent the question. Sir, today, the number of medals received by Indian athletes and sportsmen are lesser in Olympics and in Commonwealth Games. So because of NEP 2020, since it is encouraging the holistic development, do you think Indians will shine more in global arena in sports also?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 100%. Because in the policy, I have not gone into the details, no, I have not mentioned. Because extracurricular activities and this vocational education and this regular education, these are not separate one. Now we are not giving proper priority to all these extracurricular activities or sports and games. Now in this policy, very specifically mentioned, it was given the maximum priority like others also. And there is a lot of changes has to be come. There are regulations and assessment board is there. And what kind of norms an institution, it may be the government institution or it may be the private institution, they have to follow. Today, in our country, in the rural areas, you can see the gems. Gems means gems, really I'm telling. If you given priority to them, if you have a vision and you bring out all those people and you give proper training and proper priority to them, definitely India will lead the whatever the medals, Olympics you are saying, India will be the champion. I'm sure. We are not lacking with the talent, sir. We are not encouraging the talent. Now talent hunt shows are coming. We are surprising to see how wonders the younger generation or the people are doing. In many, not only the Hindi or local language channels, I'm seeing so many such things are there, and we have to give focus on them and have to bring out the talent. Many places, such talent is there, hidden talent is there, and this policy I said, in true spirit, if it is implemented, everything is possible.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. With the kind permission of our Honorable Director, let me request all the members of audience to please unmute your device and let us clap and give a
Big round of applause.
big round of applause, please. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. May I now
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We thank our director for kindly hosting the session. Thank you. With eminent people like you. May I now invite Dr. Lakshman, Associate Dean Student Affairs, to kindly deliver the concluding remarks and the word. Thank you.
Request all of them to unmute their mic because echo is coming. Request everybody to unmute their mic.
Except Dr. G.B. Viresh Kumar and Honorable Director and BCS, please mute your devices. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Arun Kumar. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir.
Good evening to one and all present here. Respected Director, Professor C.S.P. Rao, In Charge Registrar, Dr. Dinesh P. Shankar Reddy, today's Chief Guest, Shri G. Lakshman, All India Joint Organization Secretary ABVP, Deans, Associate Deans, Heads of various departments, faculty, staff, and my dear students. Indeed, it gives me an immense pleasure to propose a vote of thanks and concluding remarks. I take this opportunity to thank our beloved Director, Professor C.S.P. Rao, for giving us the permission to organize series of webinars, this being the 9th one at NIT Andhra Pradesh, and actively participating in the webinar. Thank you, sir. I thank our in-charge registrar, Dr. Dinesh P. Shankar Reddy, for his continuous support and guidance for organizing the webinars. We, the family of NIT Andhra Pradesh, and other participants who are following this particular webinar from India and abroad, thank our guest speaker of today's webinar, Shri Lakshman ji, who gave an excellent lecture on the topic titled as Uniqueness and Promising Features of NEP 2020, which enlightened all of us about the NEP 2020. Sir spoke about a lot of things. To highlight a few, drawbacks of existing education system and the advantages of NEP, like NEP is a student-centric and it is Bharat-centric, nurturing all the ancient things into the current education system, that is NEP 2020. Emphasis given on educational training, preparation of students for various competitive exams, importance given to mother tongue in NEP 2020, and single disciplinary institutions are replaced by multidisciplinary institutions, setting up of research foundations in NEP, establishment of Higher Education Commission of India, and it is chaired by Honorable PM of India. It's allied for organizations and formation and studies conducted by 9 different committees on implementation of NEP 2020, how to reach the core area of research and how to do the innovative research, the features and the methodologies and many other flexibilities of NEP 2020. And sir also spoke about the ancient education systems, highlighting and uniqueness with a lot of examples. And sir even spoke about the Atmanirbhar Bharat and different aspects of the same, like India should be a job provider rather than job seeker. And also the Swachh Bharat mission, efficient, and sir also lauded on the government of India's efforts in handling the COVID-19. And so it was a wonderful topic, sir. Thank you so much for that. And I thank all my friends who are following this webinar from different countries like UAE, Australia, US, China, Norway, UK on YouTube. I thank Dr. Arun Kumar for being an exceptional host in organizing the webinars at NIT Andhra Pradesh. I am very much happy to thank all the associate deans, heads of various departments, faculty, technical staff, research scholars, and my participants from India and abroad, students who are actively participating in the webinar. I also thank Mrs. Deepika for broadcasting this webinar in YouTube Live without any interruptions. Finally, I take this opportunity to thank all the people who are directly and indirectly helped us in organizing this webinar. I once again thank my director, Professor CSP Rao Garu, for giving us this opportunity. Thank you. Good evening to one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. With the kind permission of our director.
Namaste.
With the kind permission of our director, the session concludes. Thank you. Thank you, sir.